Well, let's get more on this now with Necdet Ozcelik, who joins us now from Ankara. He's a Cappadocia University faculty member. Really good to have you with us, Professor. Can we start by this latest Turkish strike on the Lafarge cement factory in Aleppo? Explain to us how the PKK-YPG group was using that facility as a base for its operations to target Turkish interests.
Yes, this kind of economic structure seems to be built for the civilian purposes, but it definitely helped for the military use of the armed groups of the PYD and PKK. So this factory provided the deliberate defensive positions to build the deliberate defensive positions all along the Turkish and Syrian border in order to stop any potential Turkish military incursions in Northern Syria. So this is why the United States, the French, and some British military personnel helped the PYD members to establish some bunkers, some underground tunnels in order to utilize against the Turkish military forces in 2018, 2019, and onward. So this seems to be a civilian infrastructure, but it served for the military purpose for the PKK and PYD over the last 6 to 7 years.
Yes, and we know that according to the Turkish National Intelligence Service, that it managed to destroy dozens of PKK-YPG targets in Aleppo, as well as in Hasaka and Raqqa in Syria. This ongoing fight against the PKK-YPG terror group is one that Turkish authorities are having to really grapple with, including in 2024. What progress are Turkish authorities making in that regard?
You know, when the PKK members carried an attack in Ankara against the Minister of Interior on October 1st, then the Turkish Foreign Minister, Mr. Fidan, made it very clear that the PKK and PYD will be accountable for this attack, and there will be harsh retaliation and the intervention against the terror targets both in Iraq and in Syria. And Mr. Fidan just announced that all the infrastructure and the superstructures belonging to the PKK and PYD in Iraq and Syria were going to be the legitimate target for the Turkish security forces. Since then, as the PKK and PYD carried the attacks, it seems the massive air campaigns supported with the artillery shelling and also the surgical drone strikes was conducted in 3 different waves. So in October, we have seen the massive air campaign, and then in December, in the 3rd week of the December, and the last week, we have observed that the Turkey is pretty much determined to go after the PKK and PYD targets in both neighboring countries. So the character of this kind of operations are the combination of the border denial and the cross-border intervention operations. So it means that the Turkish security forces are quite determined to deny the terror groups to achieve their military and the political objectives in Iraq and in Northern Syria. And Turkey is preparing to establish to achieve its safe zone along its border in Northern Syria and in Northern Iraq at the same time. So up to now, Turkey have conducted several operations in Northern Syria and established a partial safe zone. But in between, there are some gaps. And potentially in 2024, there will be some ground operation to fill the gap between the safe zones along the Turkish border. So in last October, Turkey was able to achieve its operational autonomy. In this sense, despite the fact that there is an Russian and United States reluctance for any Turkish interventions, so Turkey is no longer taken the the objections of the US and the Russians in consideration.
Okay, Necdet Ozcelik, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much, as always, for sharing your knowledge with us. Appreciate it.